Hello, everyone. This video is an introduction to consumer behavior. Marketing plays a crucial role in influencing consumer behavior, and this has broader implications for society. And this is why. First of all, consumer behavior is about people, and we are all consumers and members of society. That means that we're all experts in consumer behavior. We're already there. And just thinking about the extensive amount of time we spend consuming various products and services, well, if you dig deeper into that, then that'll make you a savvier consumer and marketer. For example, what is your least favorite place to shop and spend money, and why is that? And on the flip side, where are your favorite places to shop and spend money? And how do your expectations differ when you're buying something for necessity versus for pleasure? So, those are just some of the things that we consider in consumer behavior. Organizations exist to satisfy needs. And I would even go further than that. I would say organizations exist to satisfy needs and wants. And to illustrate that point, here are two examples: Listerine and diamonds. Before we get to that, though, let's define needs and wants. So, a need would be something we must have to live or achieve a goal. And then a want is a specific manifestation of a need that personal and cultural factors define. So, we have a need for basic hygiene. And in Listerine's case, here's the interesting thing: it started off as a product for cleaning our floors. And somebody decided that, you know what? Let's create a want. Let's tell people that, on top of that hygiene, we really should consider whether we have bad breath or not. And so remember our definition of a want, right? A specific manifestation of a need that personal and cultural factors define. So marketers are defining that, yeah, as a culture, we really should worry about bad breath. And so Listerine started to be marketed as a solution to that for your bad breath as a mouth rinse. Alrighty then, so what about diamonds? Well, we have a need to feel loved, to have that feeling of belonging and love. And so in 1947, this company called De Beers decided that, hey, let's put out a marketing campaign out there that says a diamond is forever. And so if you want to show that special someone that they are indeed special and loved, well, the way to do that is to give them a diamond. And you know what? Here we are, 2024, as of the time of this recording. And it's pretty much a guarantee, right? That is indeed how you would show somebody you love them, is you get a diamond ring as part of the whole engagement and wedding process. Now we flash back to before 1947. In the 1930s, diamond engagement rings were not necessarily normal or expected. And so that's another example of how marketers have created a want for a product in order to manifest and to satisfy a need for love and belonging. And this is why over the next few chapters, we will be covering culture and the changing American society as part of our learning of consumer behavior. And this also brings up an interesting point about ethics. Do marketers create artificial needs? Well, I would say the objective of marketing is to create awareness that a need exists, and then we suggest a way to satisfy that need. And then there's also the question of, do marketers link products to desirable Social attributes, so remember what I said about Listerine? Well, we could say that products are designed to meet existing needs. If needs didn't exist, then companies would have no reason to exist. They would fail. In order to achieve what Listerine and De Beers did in the examples I just talked about, there were a couple of prerequisites. The first one is about understanding marketing objectives. They needed to have some kind of goal they wanted to reach that they could attain, right? And then to get to that, they have to analyze target audiences and behavior assumptions. There's no point in trying to create a product and sell it if there's nobody to buy it. And with all that said, I hope you're beginning to appreciate that learning about consumer behavior can only make you a better consumer and marketer. So instead of looking at ads you see as interruptions or the various marketing collaterals that you encounter when you're shopping at the mall or just doing your daily consumer activities, think about what you think the marketer's objective is. Who are they trying to target? And what behavior assumptions are they making? Here's another example. Let's look at Sephora. In light of what we've learned so far about consumer behavior, we know that Sephora had marketing objectives, and then they also studied their target audience. And based on their findings, they came up with the Sephora brand experience. So, starting with the aesthetics, if you take a look at a store, it certainly stands out compared to other places. Say, for example, CVS pharmacy, right? Uh, I was just I just visited the one in Athens not too long ago, and I swear it was like I was back in 1994. And I certainly don't get that vibe when I'm at Sephora with its lighting and aesthetics again. And then there's a variety of products to address all sorts of beauty product needs, half of which I don't even really understand myself. And then the in store experience, there's the music, there are trial stations, and then there are things to encourage impulse purchases. And then there's branding, right? Every Sephora store that you go to will be the same. So I went to the one at Bridge Street, and then I also went to Kohl's, and they were pretty similar. And so there's that aesthetics again, and there's that whole consistency thing. And I'll tell you more about Sephora. I'm talking about all of this from personal experience because I have a teenage daughter and I went into Sephora a few times over the holidays. So check it out. Remember what I said earlier about how we are all experts in consumer behavior because, after all, we are all people and we are all consumers. Well, it doesn't mean that there are no challenges. After all, people are complex, and I'll speak for myself. Some days this is what I like, but then the next day it's like the farthest thing from my mind. Like, I don't want that. And that's just one aspect, right? Imagine all the different things that make up who we are as people. And because of all these uncertainties in consumer behavior, that adds to the challenge of formulating a successful marketing strategy. I'll end with this. Given all the complexities and uncertainties, we can draw upon consumer behavior and psychology when faced with a business problem or research question. And if you've ever taken a psychology class or have had experience diving into the reasons behind why we do what we do, it's fascinating stuff. So, I am looking forward to diving into consumer behavior with you all this semester.